Good morning and happy Tuesday. Hopefully, everybody has a great start to the week so far. James here from the Dragon Blogger team with a nice little show for you guys with some very cool deals that we have picked out for you. First and foremost is, of course, is a 3-port charging station for your iPhones. I'm going to pop over. I'm going to show you guys this little piece right here. Actually, let it go.
James here. Today we take a look at the charging station for your iPhone or Apple products.
Now, I don't need that to play. I can talk about this. This is a 3-in-1 charging station. What that means is you can plug in your AirPods, your phone, and have your watch charge at the same time. Now, this is an 18-watt charging device, so it does divide the 18 watts up between the 3 pieces of charging for you. Now, it does come with that USB-C to USB cable to plug into the actual brick that goes into the wall, but then comes with the charging base. Right there is where I'm showing you guys the lightning connections for your iPhone AirPods and your front phone. Now, the front phone piece right there does swivel 20-something degrees, so it does not actually break, and you're able to put your phone in there without a problem. Now, since it is an included QC 3.0 adapter, it should do quick charge very, very well if it's a single item plugged in. As you guys see, it just sits in there and puts on. Now, with the back end piece, you'll set your pod on the back to charge your AirPods, and you'll set the watch on the top to charge the watch. The 3 pieces all at once to charge at once is actually a nice piece to have laying around and all of that pieces. I mean, it's going to come quite handy when with, like, let's say the iPhone XR. If you have the iPhones, guys, it's going to come very, very handy to charge those up all in one base. That we don't have to have multiple ports and multiple charging devices laying around to charge everything. Honestly, it's a really cool piece. Works very, very well if you're looking for something like that. Now, of course, we're going to show you guys another cool little product. This is a big old kit of rotary tool accessories from Apex Forge.
Today we have a 357-piece rotary tool accessory kit from Apex Forge. And we got a list of all the components back here, 80 cutoff wheels and a bunch of sanding bands, as well as a few unique pieces, which is kind of nice. So let's go ahead and get this open and see what we're dealing with. Now, as you can see, the box did a pretty good job of holding everything together in shipping. A few pieces fell out of their holders, not that big of a deal. Here we have one of our grinding stones, and let's go ahead and spin this around so I can get a better grip on a few things. Alright, let's get this plastic cover off and put these back where they belong. This is an interesting piece. This right here is what holds your sanding discs on. So what you'll do is you'll take this sanding disc, put it over this rubber, and put a screwdriver to this screw to swell it up so it doesn't slide around. Let's go ahead and put that away for now. And here we have some of our cutoff discs. There should be
now in this kit you get 357 pieces,
but yeah,
it should last you quite a while.
And these are disposable. As you're cutting through things, it's going to chew through them. I want to show that a little bit later. Now, to attach these, you have to pull out this rod. Let's go ahead and back this screw out, and there's 2 pieces of paper washers, white there on the orange and then right there on the back, and then you're going to tighten this onto the carrier rod itself. Be careful not to over tighten. You can break those discs pretty easily. This shaft is what actually will mount into your rotary tool. I'll show that again a little bit later. These are an interesting piece. They're etching or engraving pieces, so those are real nice, real sparkly.
They are diamond tipped, guys, so it does have diamond dust on them to help move dirt, to help move metal. That way you guys can etch your names in or serial numbers or other stuff like that, even draw on stuff. So with that, you guys get a full kit. You also get this cutting diamond wheel right there to help cut metal instead of just etching metal. So it does have that. You also have a whole bunch of these buffing pads, which he's going to show you guys here right now. The buffing pads are really good. So if you guys want to shine up, maybe you're making jewelry or you want to shine something, that will help you buff it up and connect it with that. Just like that. Now you also get a whole bunch of different stone style bits. You also get a wire wheels. You have a brass wire wheel and you have a stainless steel wire wheel. There's also, I believe, a plastic wire brush connection top. Also, you also get some drill bits and marring tools. Now you also get whetstone to help sharpen some of those bits up if you need. Now this is a full-on kit at $29 is a good deal. If you guys need something like that, they got you covered. Now we also got another little product here, guys. This is also from Apex Forge. This is their laser ring. Apex Forge iRing laser measure tool. That's the word I was looking for. It's a little early for me.
Yo,
hey,
I'm going to be talking about the Apex Forge iRing laser measurement tool. This is probably one of the coolest small tools that I have in my collection of ever-growing tools. So just taking a look at the design of this, you can see that it's very simple. It's got a nice matte black texture to it. If we look at the top up here, there's really not a lot going on around the body of it. There's your laser down at the bottom. That is going to be your power button right there, and this is going to recharge over USB-C. Now the way this works is it's going to shoot a laser against a surface and calculate the distance on how long it takes that laser to get back to itself, ultimately giving you a measurement. Now I have tested this extensively. It isn't as accurate as a standard tape measure is, but it is within a fraction of an inch. So I think if you just need quick measurements, this is going to be good for that. Now you might see that you don't really see any numbers or any designation on what's going on. All you have to do is hold down that power button right over here on the side, and when we flip it back over to the side right here, if I turn this around, you're going to see that we have the foot increments and the inch increments. Now all you have to do to get this set up is we'll go ahead and we'll place this box right back here. And so what you want to do is you want to set this up to where the button that you press in order for it to activate is on top. So say if I wanted to know this measurement from here to that box right there, all I'm going to do is press the button one time. You can see that the laser activates.
You will then press the button again to lock that measurement in place. You'll tip it over and then see the actual measurement, which says about 1 foot. Now, the cool thing is this is Bluetooth capable, so you can connect it up to your phone to an app, and it will keep track of those measurements for you. Guys, simply put, it's an easy little device to measure out distances between items, objects, or even your yard work tools, whatever you really need to measure out. Cool little piece, guys, if you're looking for something like that. Or maybe you want to watch a doggo video. I believe this is the Eufy G30 video, and it should be. It is. It's a pumpkin video, guys. We have this dog that is just the star of the show.
Robot vacuum?
Now, as you guys see, the robot vacuum is just working like it should. The dog keeps booping and bopping it and all that other cool stuff. Now, this is a 2000 PA strong suction RoboVac. It does have the dynamic navigation 2.0 system and does work with Amazon Alexa and Google Home. With that being said, now with the actual app, when it's hooked up, it'll actually map out your house. It'll also determine when or if you should replace parts on it, including the HEPA filter or the edging tool that you see there moving around, kicking dirt in the middle. Now, some other cool stuff is it'll allow you to determine what time you want it to vacuum and where you want it to vacuum, because once it maps out the house, you can actually make it not vacuum certain areas by the map, which is actually really phenomenally well done and very cool. Now, like I said, it does keep track of the cleaning history. It also has manual control. It'll also allow you to do spot cleaning and scheduled cleaning times. You can also make it go home to recharge by the push of a button. It's actually very, very cool. Now, it'll keep track of how many minutes it's been up cleaning, the amount of area that it's cleaned in the app. It's also under 3 inches tall, so it can fit up pretty much anywhere. Now, another cool thing is it does have the dual gyroscope with the location detection system in there. And then it's got another cool piece where it actually can think for itself. No, not really. It technically can read out what type of floor it is. So once if it's like hardwood or carpet, it will determine how much suction it needs for that, and you'll readjust that evaluation through that. That way you're not overusing the motor for certain areas and not others. Eufy did a great job with this, guys. Honestly, works very, very well, as you guys can see here.
It'll clean whether you bother or not, Pumpkin.
Yay.
Just work around you.
Or if you have a dog or cat, you can let the cat ride it and have fun with it.
Doesn't get stuck.
Make a great dog toy, as you guys can see.
Bounces against the wall there. And it's sweeping.
I feel like my lighting's off today.
Kiwi doesn't bother with it.
So that's a cool little piece, guys, if you need a RoboVac. Next up is a webcam or a camera system that I actually use right here.
James here. And today I'm going to walk you through how to install the app and connect your cameras to the Eufy Cam 2C home security system setup. As you guys see, I have the little paper here. You guys can see this. That's just the box covering, right? I have one of the cameras here, and that's on purpose. And then we have the phone. First, you open up the Play Store if you're using Android. Pop over to apps. Type in Eufy Security, the first one right here by Anchor. Install it, and then we will open it. And since I already have it installed, we will just open it just like that, right? Now, do you want to add on to form factor? I will add.
And you know what? We can do this on live. Let's pop over. Let's show you guys this. So, I have the cameras around here. I use the cameras a lot. The Eufy Security app is very simply put, well done. Now, with that here, you have your app right here. It shows you guys the cameras that are hooked up, where they're hooked up, or where you have them placed. Down here, you also have the home base. The home base is the only piece of the system that truly needs wired up at all times. This is going to be connected up to your actual modem or router. Now, it will actually tell you how many cameras are hooked up, where they're at, and it'll also tell you your storage of the device. It'll allow you to change the general notifications and audio settings, and reboot device and all that other cool stuff. Now, of course, I'm going to turn on my living room camera. You guys are going to see once I turn it on, it'll do motion detection, spotlight settings, power management. Power management is what you really should see right there because it'll determine your battery life. Optimal battery life is about 20-second video clips. Optimal surveillance is about 60 seconds, or you can do customizable recording, which will allow you to record pretty much anything and everything you want. You do have spotlights. Spotlights can actually be changed over to the brightness levels that you want from low or high. With that, video settings, guys, watermarks, trademarks, night vision, and privacy zones with that. Now, when you go back here, we can actually come over here and we can click this. We're going to show you guys this right here. There is your picture quality of it in standard mode. Now, if I go over here and do widescreen, it'll show you guys the whole screen. Of course, it's sitting behind me right back there, pointing at me, looking at the blanket on there. Now, with this, guys, like I said, you can do the... Let's do that. Let's do the... You guys can hopefully see the light down there. You guys see that little light in the middle? That is the light for it. That's the spotlight. Now it's shut off. With that, now it does have two-way audio. The two-way audio is beautifully done. You can listen in. You can also listen in or talk to the person that you're seeing on there. With this adjustment, you can actually adjust it to size also. So if you don't want it to pick up animals, you can adjust it to the size for the adults. Now, this is a four-piece kit. You get 3 cameras and 1 home base. The 1 home base, like I said, does need to be hooked up to a modem and a router. That's it. Now, these have 180-day battery life before they need changed. So that's actually cool also. So they're completely wireless cameras. Don't need to be charged except for once every 6 months. That's beautiful. If you guys are looking for a wireless camera system, might be a good option for you. Really cool piece that works very, very well. I use them in my house and love them. Next up is the Holystone HS710 that Nate did for us.
Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Nathaniel with DragonBlogger Tech and Entertainment, and today I am excited to showcase to you the HS710 drone from Holystone. This thing has a lot of awesome features. Let's go ahead and jump in and get right into it. So the HS710 is a foldable compact drone. As you can see here, it is very easy to set up out of the box. All you have to do is just unfold these arms, and you're ready to move on. Now, the camera on the HS710 is right here on the bottom, and it has a 4K sensor.
You can also see there's dirt on this drone. That's because he actually flew it beforehand also.
On it, so you can definitely capture great footage. Now, the HS710 is a quadcopter, so that means it has 4 motors, and each motor has 2 blades on it. Don't worry about destroying these, they send you extras. So now we're going to go ahead and take a look at the hand controller. Up here on top, you're going to have your foldable antennas. On the bottom, you're going to have some grips that also fold out so you can hold it nicer. On the top here, you have your joysticks that will allow you to control it going up and down, left and right. And on the front is also where you're going to have other controls such as launching and landing and return to home feature. On the top of the hand controller, you're going to have this little indentation right here. So what you want to do is just pull that out. And when you pull that out, you might see that it needs to come out just a little bit more, and it'll have this little fold down clip. This is where you're going to insert your phone. And the HS710 comes with 2 batteries. When fully charged, will give you 25 minutes of flight time each.
25 minutes.
Inserting the battery is very easy. Simply just slide it into the back, make sure it clicks, and you're good to go. So what you want to do now for the setup is you want to download Ophelia Go, which is the app that is going to allow you to control and live view the drone footage in real time. So once you go ahead and get that installed, it'll walk you through all of the steps and the processes on how to get that set up. It's super simple. Just follow the prompts and it'll tell you everything that you need to do to get this thing going. So once you've gotten this thing all the way set up and you have the drone on, you will see a little green status bar indicator, and that means we're ready to fly. So now all we need to do is just find a decently level surface to set the drone down on, which we're doing right here. As you can see, I just set it here in my grass. Don't worry about setting it there. It'll be just fine. And then what you want to do is there's a little unlock button right here. You click that and that'll start the blades, and then you hit launch. And then once you do that, as you see here, I just hit the unlock button and I hit the launch button and it takes off. So now let's go ahead and look at some footage recorded directly to my phone. So you guys might notice it seems a little bit quiet. That's because this drone does not have a built-in microphone, and even if it did, all you would really hear are the blades whooshing around. It's not a very pleasant sound, so I understand why they didn't put it in here. Now, the 4K camera on this drone does a pretty good job of picking up all of the details of the surrounding houses and the colors. It looks pretty good, and for a small drone, the camera stabilization is actually pretty good. Now we're going to go ahead and switch over to the live view in the app mode. Right now I'm adjusting some settings. There's a lot there, so once you get yourself one of these, you'll familiarize yourself with that. And then what we're going to do now is we're just going to go ahead and launch it, and so you guys can kind of see all of the control features and some of the interface features that this app has.
Now with this, guys, it does have a touch flight pattern where it works with Google Home or Google Maps. It also has one touch button, land or takeoff. It also has a return to home button also. And there's also satellite connections. And then you have the one button, return to home signal loss or return to home battery low level. So the guys will work very, very well if you guys need a little drone like that. Or maybe when you get the kids a little RC car. Well, DERC has this very cool little option here that looks like it's ready for the apocalypse.
It's your boy Nikita back with another DRC product that's sure to blow your socks off. This is the DRC DE36W, and I absolutely love this rugged kind of Jeep style design. I'm excited to use this one because
hey Choppa, what's up, buddy?
Really cool camera that can tilt from a 0 to a 45-degree angle on the top. You simply just slide it into this little slot here and it slips right in and you hear a snapping sound, and then you take this little micro USB connector and you connect it right here on the side. If I can get it in. Did I have it the wrong way? I had it the right way the first time. And that's the law of plugging stuff in. You get it wrong the first time, you get it wrong the second time, and right the third time because you were actually right the first time. But it's really awesome. It comes with two rechargeable batteries. You just have to unscrew this.
You had the right password the first time. You just typed it in incorrectly.
And then controller itself takes 4 AA batteries, kind of hefty, but once you plug it or put the batteries in, when you hit this, it'll light up, and that green light is for pairing. Since this isn't on, it's not going to pair, but I'm going to take it outside, run it around. Hopefully my dog doesn't attack it, but I already know he is.
He does.
And then also show you guys what the footage looks like from recording, and we'll get started. So immediately when I put it down, my dog was super curious about it, and I already knew he wasn't going to like it. Once I started going, he was going to chase it. So I waited till he started walking away, and then I went off, and of course he started chasing it. But the DRC vehicle was able to navigate the bumpy terrain, and even though Obi was kind of standing in front of it, slightly getting into it, it did a really good job. Now at some point it does hit like a bump slightly and flips over, and that's where I kind of stopped the video. But the video that it recorded is something I'm going to show you, and it was great. If Obi wasn't messing with it, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't have flipped over, but
There it is, tipped over
messing
from.
with it, it did end up toppling over. And so I had to stop recording the video, but here is the part that it recorded, and it's really good 720p quality. This is a screen recording from the phone that I had recording, so you can see when he starts walking away that I'm going to start taking off, and it is kind of bumpy, but the quality is still amazing. It's very nice 720p quality, and there's no stabilizing feature, so of course it's going to bounce as the car bounces, but you can see Obi running around and messing with it in the frames as I'm trying to navigate around him, stopping, and
Now remember, there is no stabilization in the camera, so it's going to look a little bumpy. It's an off-road vehicle. It's not meant to, look like it's the best out there. But it's a cool little toy, perfect little RC car. Kids will love this. Adults will love this alike. Maybe you need some dress shoes. Well, Nate did some Bruno Marks for us. These are the plain-toed Oxfords.
Yo, Nate, DragonBlogger Tech and Entertainment. Today I'm going to show you guys some very, very, very comfortable and stylish dress shoes. These are made by Bruno Mark, and these are the prints. So I wanted to just jump in and tell you guys my initial thoughts and opinions about these from somebody that doesn't wear dress shoes often. And the reason I don't wear dress shoes often is I don't go to a lot of settings or public places where dress attire is essential. But every once in a while, I do need some dress shoes. And if you've ever done some research into them, you don't really know what's going on with dress shoes. You don't know what's going to be a good fit. You don't know what's going to look good. And like I said, coming from someone that doesn't wear dress shoes often, these are insanely comfortable for when I do need them. Now, I've tried them on, but I want to go ahead and tell you guys about the design before we talk about the comfort. First of all, you guys can see that we have the leather all the way around it. The stitching is really nice with that beige color. On the bottom, you've kind of got almost like that cowboy boot print on the bottom. I wear size 10.5. These fit really well. And I also have a naturally high arch on my feet, and these don't have any issues supporting that high arch. You guys can see the way it swoops down here kind of alleviates the pressure from having a high arch with no support. And then on the bottom right here, this is a wood grain texture. I'm not sure if this is real wood, but I'm led to believe it is just by the way it can kind of like almost peel in a way if you start to dig at it, but I'm not going to do that too much. On the inside, you see you got the Bruno Marks logo. You have your tongue right here, which is actually pretty adjustable. I've seen a lot of other dress shoes in the past where the tongue will actually kind of stop midway up onto the toes, which is basically not allowing it to extend far enough to get your foot in there without bending this back heel support. Talking about back heel support, it also has this really nice stitching on the back. I'm telling you guys, these are insanely comfortable if you're looking for some new dress shoes.
If you're looking for dress shoes, I highly agree. Bruno Marks is a great, great dress shoe. I have several pairs. They fit very well and are very, very comfy. Now we're going to show you guys this cool little kid's tablet. This tablet is actually pretty awesome.
So guys, this is the S9 or Sign Kids tablet. This is a 10-inch tablet for the kids. Now this has 2 gigabytes of ROM, 32 gigabytes of, no, let's start that over. 2 gigabytes of RAM, 32 gigabytes of ROM. It's an Android 12 tablet, guys. This is a 10-inch tablet. It has Wi-Fi, has a case, has parental control, has dual cameras, front and back. Does allow you to play games,
It does.
running, and all of that in between. with that, guys. Now, inside here, you'll get the charging brick and the charging cable. Now, since I already pulled this out and kind of started this up for you guys, we're going to show you guys just standard power brick for that, and a standard USB-C or USB cable, just right here, guys. Standard USB-C to USB cable. No real
standard
frills with that part.
Standard.
Now, it's the tablet that's really, really cool. Because the tablet comes pre-installed with this actual silicone case. Now, I will pull the case off so you guys can actually see this a little more, because it's kind of cool. So here's your silicone case, guys. On the back, it's got some stars and the round circle cutouts, camera cutouts, speaker cutouts, and all of that. Now, the tablet itself is actually super cool and green in coloration. There is your first camera on the back. You then have your front camera, of course, with that. Now, I'm going to put this back in the case because we're going to do this. Now, this is actually really, really cool because this has the CPU's an A133 1.6 gigahertz quad-core processor, guys. The 1.6 gigahertz quad-core processor is actually not bad for a tablet. And since you have 2 gigabytes of RAM, 32 gigabytes of ROM, you have storage in there to install certain games and stuff and all of that with that. Now, this has a 5,000 milliamp battery in here. It is a 2080 by 800 IC display. And as you guys see, I already logged it in and started testing it. Now, you can put a pin number in this and all of the other stool stuff if you want. Now, with that being said, if I hit this side button over here, you guys are going to see that it's going to load up movies and games and entertainment at your hand on the fly. Now, that is your Google Home. So it does have Google Home Store. Now, it is a full touch screen, so you're good there with the touch screen, guys. If you want to do cameras, we can actually pop up the camera here. If I don't drop it, and it's going to start.
That's not camera. I hit duals.
And we're going to just give access to this. We're going to allow.
I was not paying attention when I did this, guys.
Or whatever. This is your Google.
This must have been live.
Camera. Now you need to sign in for that. Well, I don't want to. We just want to go over here, and we're going to hit regular camera, and then we have this tag photos. We don't need the tag photos. But there's
your camera
right there, just showing you guys your first picture of it. Now, if I swap it over.
Now, since it works with Google, guys, you have the full access to all the apps that you could want in the app store. You can also add videos and all that. Now, the cool part is since this is an actual children's tablet, the parents make an admin access and they can actually deny access and adjust things to their liking. They can make a PG rating where they can only add those types of products. You can also do time limits and time sections when or if they can turn the tablet on and use the tablet. Now they can allow contacts where they can chat with their friends. You can take videos, photos. You can flip the picture around, front facing camera, rear facing camera, and all of that cool stuff, guys. This is a nice little tablet for the kids with a very cool silicone protective case. Just simply connect it up, use it, and you're on the go, guys. This is a cool piece. Recommend for the kids. But I also need to know that you guys may want some solar panels for your EF Echo Flows. We're going to show you guys this set right here.
Yo, what's up, guys? Nate with DragonBlogger, Tech and Entertainment, because as always, you guys will be entertained. Probably not, we'll find out. This is the EcoFlow 220 watt bifacial solar panel. This is going to be a beast whenever it comes to charging your EcoFlow battery backups such as the Delta 2, the River Pro, the Delta Max. Really the majority of your EcoFlow products are going to be able to be charged by this solar panel. You guys can see that this is a very big solar panel that is roughly about 6 feet wide and about 3 feet tall. Now this is very easy to get set up. It's going to come with this little carrying case right here where everything will just fold into it. Now you do need extra cables in order to hook these up with your Delta products or your River products, and then once you have all of that set up, all you have to do is just plug them in and you're good to go. So this is rated up to 220 watts. Now obviously there's going to be variables such as the weather, if there's clouds overhead, if it's overcast, the time of the year. At the time of shooting this video, it is fall, so the sun isn't as powerful as it normally is in the summer, but still I'm going to go ahead and show you because we have this hooked up to my Delta 2, which is behind here. I'll show you how many watts this is inputting at right now. So here's just a little bit of a view from the back. You guys can see that back here, it does look like there's a lot going on, but there's really not. I'll kind of explain it to you guys how I have everything set up. So the solar panel is set up with the carrying case right here. The cables that are attached to the solar panel run off of it into a connector that plugs into the back of my Delta 2 here. So my Delta 2 has a 1024 watt hour capacity, which is already crazy. So the fact EcoFlow already makes something that can keep you safe in the event of emergencies, if you guys go camping often, if you live in an RV, or just really anything, rolling blackout storms, there's so many situations where you need something like this, but you might also run out of power on this and have no way to recharge it, but the sun's not going anywhere even if your electricity does. So like I said, 1024 watts on this. Let me go ahead and show you how much this is charging at right now. You guys can see that we currently have an input of 170 watts. So at 1024 watt hours, this is...
Hell, I see that he edited that out, cut part of that clip with that. But as you guys see, a very cool little charging piece for your power bank. The EcoFlow River would work great with this, guys, and all of the other ones. This is a 220 watt solar panel. They do also have a 400 watt solar panel, 160 watt solar panel, and 110 watt solar panel connection piece for these devices. Now, since it is a tempered glass, you do need to be slightly careful because glass is just glass. It can still break and all of that stuff. Now, it's fully waterproof, so don't worry about that. Perfect for anything to solar charge with that. Cool little piece, guys. If you're looking for something like that, or maybe you need an eye massager, well, hey, check it out. Mr. DragonBlogger here has got this little video for us.
This is the Syncom eye massager. Now, this is a very unique product. This is the second eye massager I've ever reviewed because I didn't even know these type of products existed until recently.
And his dog chewed it apart.
I reviewed, and it has some pros over the previous one that I reviewed, which I won't name that brand because that's not the brand that sent me this one. So this is the Syncom eye massager. And what this does is it has kneading, kind of like shiatsu balls, as well as little, think of them like airbags that expand and contract. Combine that with heat. And what this is designed to do is you wear it around your eyes, and it uses the gentle massaging balls and the heat to help relieve eye strain and stress around your eyes. And the previous one I reviewed was just airbags. It didn't have as much heat, and it did not have those rolling balls. So I'll be honest with you, I was afraid to try this thing because when I heard it has shiatsu rolling balls, I was worried about these little, beads or something rolling over my eyeballs, even with my eyes closed. You power button them, it charges via USB-C.
You can tell Justin's the type of person that wouldn't put contacts in because he'd poke his eye.
It says welcome. And then you just put it on, and it starts going. No fancy buttons to use. It just starts working.
Fancy buttons?
So, right now, I don't know if you could hear it on the microphone, but it's doing vibrations and just a hissing. So, it's testing. Now it's rolling the little balls around my eye. And I feel it rolling. And again, you can adjust the strap and loosen it or tighten it as you need to.
That is weird.
It's making vibration noises. I'll try to get this close to the mic. Can you hear this?
I feel as you guys heard me yawn.
As it releases the airbags inside of it. It's actually getting really warm. I actually definitely feel the warmth. Now, I get migraines quite often, actually. The heat from this, when I have my eye... If you ever have migraines, if you're familiar with migraines, sometimes your eyeballs feel hard like marbles. They hurt so bad from migraines that your eyeballs feel like they're all like hard and solid. And the heat from this and the massaging pressure from this really is comforting. The noise is not so bad that I can't fall asleep while wearing it, and it will auto shut off when it finishes its cycle. But this one has more heat, and the rolling balls on it, the other one that I tested didn't have.
My hotkey came back from my camera. I gotta take that out.
And it actually gets really hot. My brow's getting sweaty. Pretty cool product.
Oh,
really, really, really cool.
The hotkeys triggered back on my mouse for my camera again.
This one uses micro USB to charge. I wish they would use USB-C because then the same charger, the same cord to charge your open move could charge this. Everything should be USB-C. I can't say this enough. I want to see every device use USB-C. And here, it talks to you while it does this routine. I'm holding up the microphone here so you can hear it. Can you hear that?
Yeah, I can. Didn't know that before.
Nice product. You switch the options by tapping it. But really, really cool product. Again,
honestly, great little massager. If you guys need something Syncon, it's got you covered with this one, guys. Cool little piece right there. And it does have a $10 clippable coupon for this massager. Or maybe you guys want a projector. Well, Anchor Nebula Capsule might be a good option for you. This is the
what's
Max.
Going on, guys? Nathaniel with DragonBlogger Tech and Entertainment. And today I am super excited to showcase to you yet another awesome projector from Anchor. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Anchor Nebula.
While this plays, guys, I'm going to step aside one quick second.
Absolute brute whenever it comes to small form factor projectors. And being that it is Anchor, it's absolutely amazing. This is going to be a 720p projector. It's going to have 200 ANSI lumens, a 9700 milliamp battery. So you're going to be able to run this and watch your favorite movies, TV shows, whatever it is, just on the battery. You don't even have to have this plugged in. It's going to run on Android 8.1, so you're going to have all of your favorite apps. And this is just a beast. So let's just go ahead and dive right into the review. Take a look at it up on my wall behind me because we're not going to be using projector screen or projector paint. We're just going to be casting it right on the wall, and I think you guys will be surprised just how good this looks. So before we actually dive in and show you guys, I just want to show you around the projector a little bit. You guys can see right here that this is a thick boy, and it is definitely very well made. Kind of this aluminum all metal.
He says thick boy.
Grill wraps all the way around it. Taking a look at the top, you're going to have controls.
Now with this, guys, you do have 200 ANSI lumens. It is a native 720p projector. It does have an 8-watt speaker. It does throw a 100-inch picture. It does have 4 hours of battery life with that. Now, there's some other cool little pieces in there that you might want to know about or might not. You know, that's really up to you, but I'm going to tell you anyways. Guys, a whole bunch of technologies that make this stand out of the crowd. So that is what we're going to talk about right here. So you have a 200 ANSI lumens, 30,000 hours of lamp life. So the lamp's going to last a long time while projecting. It is at 16.9 aspect ratio. It is, I believe, offset of 100% if I remember right. Now the focus adjustment is under 1 second for auto focusing with that. It does have an HDMI 1.4 for up to 1080p input, but it only is going to be output about 720p for you. Now it does have an auxiliary out, also has a USB Type A plug for USB flash drives with that. Now this CPU is an octa-core A53 chipset, if I remember correctly. The GPU is an Adreno 506. This does have 2 gigabytes of DDR3, 16 gigabytes of ROM, 9700 milliamp battery, 8-watt speaker that does 360 degrees surround sound with it. Now it does have dual Wi-Fi frequency of 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. It is a Bluetooth 4.2 with that. Now it is a Nebula UE OS with skin, so it is an Android 8.1 with the Nebula UE, which is kind of cool. Guys, simply put, it's a very, very well set up piece for you, which is actually great to have all of that into a projector because it makes the actual acceleration of going through the apps or scanning through for videos and all that super fast and super easy. Now it does have the control. It does work with Google Assistant, so you can talk to it with that. Now he's just showing you guys some of the videos and stuff. Now he's doing this straight on the wall. If you had a screen or projection paint, of course it's going to look a lot brighter. Now, the one thing I will also tell you is videos don't do it justice. See this in person. You will love it. It works phenomenally well. It's a great little projector and, you know, a little bit bigger than a pop can. I mean, come on. That is like a no-brainer right there. Well, what about RoboVac? This is the X8.
So one feature I like about the Eufy X8 twin turbine RoboVac is the fact that when you go to plug it in the charger in the charging base, you can actually wind the cord inside the charging base, so that way you don't have a lot of cord hanging around. I also like that the power button is on top of it instead of off to the side. Now I've put the Eufy X8 through its paces on my hard floors and my carpets in various rooms in the house. But one of the things about the Eufy X8 which stands out among other RoboVacs is the fact that it has the twin 2000 PA suction. What this means is, while it was going over the carpeting, almost like a normal vacuum,
so
you could
twin
see it
2000,
actually
so technically 4,000
behind it, and you could tell it had enough suction to actually move the carpet. With its little bristles on the carpet, it was able to move and displace surface dust and surface fur and material so that it was able to suck it up. I really put this RoboVac through its challenges by adding a lot of obstacles to
Now, with this, guys, you do have the iPath laser navigation, the AI mapping 2.0 technology, the Wi-Fi connections. It does adjust for hardwoods or carpet and can actually change the amount of suction that it's actually using, which is phenomenally well done. Now, the control of the app in the app, it'll let you do real-time mapping. It'll let you recharge and resume. It'll let you do zone cleaning, so you can actually do just certain areas. It'll actually let you do spot cleaning or tap and go cleaning with that. Now, and a couple other things it'll do is actually determine if it's carpet or hardwood, and it'll adjust that amount of suction for that, which is actually really, really cool. Now, inside the map, it'll also keep track of when pieces need to be replaced or changed out, like your HEPA filter and all of that. Now, as you guys see, it's just going through all the stuff. It'll find a path, make a path, clean, and move on if it bumps into something. Now, it will always keep learning even after it's learned something. So if you leave a shoe in the middle of the way, it'll actually pop into that shoe and then it'll readjust its path. But later on, when it comes back to do it again, it will pop into that same area and realize, oh, there's nothing there now. We can still go forward instead of moving around, which is actually kind of cool. Now, you will need to empty out the container yourself. It's not self-emptying, unfortunately, but as you can see, it's a very good vacuum that works very, very well. Now, it's not the fastest vacuum out there, but you don't have to do it yourself. That's the best part. And, of course, I have the buttons on top if you want to return it to the charging station. Just a little idea if you guys need a Eufy, the Eufy X8 RoboVac. Next up is the Yasuda Indoor Bicycle. Now, this is a Justin video. You might enjoy this cool piece.
So, I'm here reviewing this Yasuda Indoor Stationary Bike, which I used for several hours already. Some things I really
several
like about
hours,
the bike
he says,
are the fact that you can tighten or loosen the pedals, so that way you can add more resistance as you're pedaling. The monitor works pretty well at tracking your distance and your time, and that's pretty easy to use. It's very adjustable. I like how it has the wheels in the front, so if you need to lift it and roll it, you can easily do that. It's not very hard to do. It has these little foot pedals here where you have these little, you slide your feet in. I found this a little annoying, and they were hard to fit around my shoes because I have really big feet, like size 13. So I found these a little annoying. I almost wish they didn't have these on the front of the pedals. I would probably take those off myself. Those didn't work out for me. The bottle holder's nice, easy to adjust up and down. You just pull out, loosen these up.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Adjust up and down as you need to.
Thanks for following us. I truly do appreciate that.
For the seat too and the tilt. So actually, as an indoor stationary bike, it works very well. Again, I particularly like the resistance. If you want to add more resistance and start building your thigh muscles, you could do that. It works very well. Easy to use, very easy to assemble. Only took about 45 minutes to an hour to assemble the parts. There's not a lot of separate assembly. You just pretty much.
Now, the one thing he does not mention in this video is you can actually replace those pedals to a different style if you want. They're just in general pedals. They are just like regular bicycle pedals. So if you want to put a 10-speed pedal on there, you can do that. You can change the seat out to pretty much any type of bicycle seat that you want also. Now, it is a magnetic resistance style. You do have the dial that can actually adjust right flow or the fly, I should say. Now, the actual screen up top will keep track of your miles ran or biked, calories burnt or earned. It also keep track of the time that's on there. Now, if you want, you can put a tablet in front of you, watch a row, and all of that other cool stuff just with that alone, which is actually quite cool. Now, we're going to show you guys a piece that I highly, highly agree with and think everybody should have. We don't actually do that. We can do this. Now, guys, you probably know that I use screwdrivers for my electronics all the time. Well, I use Fantech. This is a standard style, but today we're showing you guys the one that's going to save your hands a lot of problem. This is the Fantech NEX E1 Pro. Now, on the back of this is all the bits that come in this kit. So there's a list of the bits that you will actually need. Now, this is an aluminum alloy housing. It is the Type-C charging station. It does do S2 steel screw bits, magnetic bits, and storage also. Now, each has a metal gear. It does do 180 RPMs, 400 screws on a charge. It does have dual torque sensors. That's right. This is an electronic screwdriver. Now, the cool part is this is your metal carrying case. You'll press down the top. It'll open up. Inside, you'll be greeted with all of the bits right there. You do have a lot of type of bits for pretty much anything, from tearing down your PCs, your phones, or your server racks, if that's what you're into. Like I said, magnetic bit storage, so it is magnetic. Will not lose that bit. We're going to take that bit out. We're going to grab the screwdriver. So the screwdriver, guys, this is it. There is your USB-C charging port on the bottom. This is also where you'll actually twist and turn to put it in torque mode 1, standard mode, or torque mode 2. Now, it is electric, so you do have the handle right here. It does go forward and reverse. If I put this bit in here and I go like this, you guys will see that it just automatically starts spinning and going. If you don't want to use the electric part, you put it in the middle, and it is now a handheld screwdriver for you. Simply put, guys, the electric screwdriver is going to save your hand a lot of problems. If you've ever torn apart a lot of electronics, you'll know there's a lot of screws in laptops. There's a lot of screws in server racks. This is going to save your hands, and this is going to save you a lot of time. This is a cool piece, guys. The NEX E1 Pro from Fantech, they did a good job. And the torque settings are really good. I use these things all the time around the house. Magnetic case, cool carrying case, put it away and you're good to go. Any USB-C cord can plug into it and charge it, so you're good there. Don't have to worry about it. If you guys need an electronic screwdriver, got you covered with this one. Cool little kit. Highly agree with that one, guys. Recommend. What do we got next? Think we got. Let's pop up here. Show you guys some more security cameras. Security cameras. James here, and today we're taking a look at the Eufy Security Eufy Cam 3C 4-cam kit. Now, this cam kit can actually comes with 16 gigabytes of local storage, but can be expanded up to 16 terabytes. That's right, 16 terabytes of expandable storage in this. No app needed, or no fees needed. It does have an app though, guys. These are 4K cameras. Does have 180 days of battery life on these cameras, but has something cool. This actually has what's called face recognition software. The face recognition AI can actually determine if you are a local person, so it won't pick up and start recording if it's you, but will record if it's someone else that it does not recognize. Now, you'll have to input that into the software. Now, it also has spotlight, also has color night vision, and like I said, no monthly fees. Now, a couple cool other things is guys, this does 18 million pixels at 8 times zoom. It does come with a 1.4 aperture, which is very beautiful. Now, inside this kit, guys, once you open it up, you're going to be greeted with this. 4 cameras and the home base. The home base does need to be wired, of course. The cameras are wireless. Your home base. Here's your home base, just a simple little product like this. Now on the back is your RJ45. The RJ45 will need to be connected up to your modem, and then you have 2 USB ports. You also have your sync button and your alarm off. Very cool, very easy. Now on the top right here, guys, if you do this and you pop it off, there is going to be your expandable slot for your up to 16 terabytes. Now this is, of course, guys, is going to be a hard drive. Most likely you're going to use like an SSD or HDD 2.5 version is what it looks like. Simple, easy, guys. Not a big problem. Pop that back down. Your lid's good to go. Now we're going to set that aside. You then have 4 of these cameras that are fully sleeved and covered. Pull the sleeves off, pull the front cover off, and you have a camera. Now, I'm going to try and throw some stuff aside. This is the camera. That's it. This small. Very simple, very easy. Does say 4K. Now, on the back is your mounting hardware or mounting screw. This is the way you'll mount it to your ceilings, your walls, or wherever you're going to do it. That is the screw that's going to mount to it. On the bottom is a QR code and plug. QR code and plug can actually come off, and that's where you'll see your USB-C charging port. Also, you'll see your microphone and speaker right there. It does have 2-way audio. You can listen in and hear. On the front, it does have a light and can do daylight style night vision colors if you want also. Very cool for those cameras. I'm going to pull the box out, set that aside for 1 second. Yeah, I'm going to try and set this aside because I need the hardware. I want to show you guys what else comes in this kit. Oops. Sorry about that, guys. It is a full-on kit. Inside the kit, guys, you'll then come and be greeted with this box. This box is where you'll see your mounting hardware. So I'm going to set that aside just like this. This is what you put onto the wall, right? Anywhere you want. Now, it is adjustable and is movable, so you can fix the position you want. Simple, easy. Screw the camera onto the back of this right here, just like this, and you're good to go. So you'll literally just screw it, mount it, pick your position of your camera, and angle it however you want. That's easy. Mounting it, guys, though, you will need to pop this off just like this. You'll come off, and then you'll have access to these two holes. These two holes are what you'll screw into the wall or wherever you're going to put it. Now, remember, when you do, now it is fully waterproof and weatherproof, guys. Don't worry about that. You can actually put them outside, and it will not hurt them. Which is actually cool. Now, since you are charging them at least once every 6 months, that's about it, guys. I use these all the time. I have them set up around the house, and I use them quite a lot. It does come with the charging cable for it, and then the home base and the separate cables. Now, the home base does need to be hooked up to your actual server rack or your modem and your system. Now, like I said, guys, I use these everywhere in the app and all of the other cool stuff. You're going to see me pop it up. I'm going to show you guys this in a second on the actual video of the actual app. Now, there is your pinout resetting, so you can actually reset the whole system. Now, there are screws in there. Those screws are actually for your actual SSD connection. It does come with all the mounting hardware for your walls or wherever you're going to put them. You will need to pre-drill holes. You'll need to put in the plugs, and then you'll need to screw them in and connect them up. Now, they do suggest putting them at least 7 to 10 feet up in the air. That way most people can't grab them and just rip them down. Now, I have mine up, some of mine up high and some down low. It doesn't matter. I have a few hidden now. You're going to see that is one of them, the ones that it's actually down low, and it's facing me. That's on purpose. But you guys can zoom in on the picture, zoom out on the picture if you want. You can do auto talk. You can talk, listen in. You can take clips and all of that other cool stuff. This is a really, really nice kit. Guys, the Eufy camera kit right here. This is the Eufy Cam 3 4-camera kit. That's right, 4 cameras in this kit. 4K cameras integrated. You can actually add, actually we have solar panels on this kit that we're talking about here. So it does have the solar panels to recharge. So you can actually charge them that way also. So we actually have the video. I had the wrong video for this set. But the one in the cart, guys, actually has solar panels for the light or the cameras. You may not have to charge them. It'll charge itself. Cool little cameras, guys. Honestly, great set if you're looking for something like that. Or maybe you need a web camera that tracks you. Well, OpSpot's got you covered with this one.
James here with a quick unboxing and showcase of a new product. This is from
Unboxing and showcase.
This is our Tiny 4K. As you guys know, I'm actually using the OpSpot Tiny right now. This is the 4K version. This will do 4K at 30 frames per second compared to the 1080.
Now with this, like I said, 4K resolution. Now I have the 1080p version and the 4K version. It is an HDR, does do 60 frames per second, does have low light correction and zoom certified. It is a 2-axis gimbal. That means it can actually track and follow me on that gimbal. It is an AI powered, so yes, it automatically will track me inside wherever I go. That's really, really cool. Now it's actually super fast. It is a Sony f/8 sensor lens or camera with this. So you do have that. It's got crystal clear video. It really does have very, very good video. Now, gonna tell you, some of these videos of me doing these are a little off, and that's because I was not playing with lighting properly and I had windows open. The windows and everything else will affect your lighting. Adjust it, change it, set it up to however you really think it should be set, and then record and play with it. Now, it does have microphones in it, which is actually cool. The microphones will actually pick you up to about 3 meters away from the actual device with that. Now, with the app does some cool stuff, including gesture control and everything else with that. Now, I'm going to pop forward where we're actually unboxing this and showing you guys everything in this. Comes with paperwork, comes with the cables, comes with the hard case to actually hold it into, which is actually cool because then you can take it with you and go. Inside here, you'll be greeted with the hard shell case right there. That hard shell case is beautiful. Now, there are some few things I will suggest and recommend. It is a dual cable style. You don't have to use both cables. I do recommend it because it does make it work properly and better, which is actually very, very cool with that. Now, the AI tracking, like I said, guys, is just a great intelligent tracking algorithm that will actually lock on you and follow you throughout your house as you're moving around. Now, it does do gesture control. Gesture control, if you move it, will do lock or unlock target. You can do zoom in and zoom out. So it does do 4 times magnification with the 4K version. It does 2 times magnification with the actual 1080p. And if you want to put it in sleep mode, you will just tip the camera lens all the way completely down and it will shut off. Now, it is a magnetic style base. It does have a monitor mount with that to connect it up. Now, some of the cool things is that it's 2 omnidirectional microphones with this, guys. It does do pan tilt. The pan 150 degrees tilt is about 45 degrees with this. Now, you can actually get a remote control for this. The field of view is about 86 degrees field of view on when the lens is just staying stable. Now, since it moves, it's got a whole bunch more than that. It is HDR, autofocusing, and everything else in there. It's very, very cool. Now, we're going to show you guys all the cables because there's the 2 cables, but of course, we're not going to hook it up. You guys can see the 1080p up top and the 4K down below. You'll see the coloration difference, and now you'll see it start following me and tracking me in the field of view with this. Now I have both of these working at the same time. So if I keep moving, of course, the camera is going to keep with me and all of that other cool stuff. It's awesome. Now you're going to see that I'm trying to trigger the zoom, and there's the zoom going with that. If you guys need AI tracking, I highly recommend the OpSpot. Now we're going to show you guys the SmoothSat E9. This is the E9.
Yo, what's going on, my friends? Nate with DragonBlogger Tech and Entertainment. Today we're going to be talking about an awesome electric scooter for your kid. This is the SmoothSat E9 Apex electric scooter, and this thing is really cool. Let's just go ahead and jump in. We'll talk about all of the features that this has. So currently at the time of filming this video, you can actually get this in a pink and a yellow version. As you guys can see by the Bumblebee color scheme, we do have this.
You can only get the yellow
black and yellow
pink
version, which I think looks really nice.
There's actually
now, just going into some of the specs on this,
it
is foldable. I'll show you guys how to kind of unfold this here in a second. They kind of advertise this for being kind of compatible with kids that are 8 and up. I really like the entire color scheme on this. You do have these airless or non-pneumatic tires down here at the bottom with a soft grip texture, so these are going to be good off-road or just on standard pavement. Now, this is an all-metal construction as well. The grip tape on this feels like actual skateboard grip tape. Everything about this just feels very, very premium, but don't let the looks make you think that this doesn't have a bunch of features, because it really does. So the adjustability on this is really cool because you can actually adjust the entire height by just basically picking this up right here. You can unscrew this and then you can adjust the height for different kids as they're growing. So you're going to have multiple speeds on this. You're going to be able to do a bunch of stuff on this. Let's go ahead and get this unfolded, and we'll just go ahead and take a look at it. So the way you're going to get this unfolded is you're simply just going to come down here at the bottom on this little trigger. And I don't want to do this while it's kind of hovering in midair, so we'll push this down. And as you guys can see, now we have it unfolded and it just locks into place. Now you do have a kickstand over here on this side, so if we go ahead and flip this down, you guys can see that we can just kind of stand it up. Now we'll go ahead and just kind of show you guys the control panel on this, because I think it's really cool. So to do so, we'll just kind of move this out of the way. Here is the control panel on this. So all you have to do in order to get this thing turned on is, first of all, you have to install the handlebar. There's the adjustment right there to be able to get this adjusted. Once you have this plugged in, all you have to do is just hold down on the power button right up here, as you can see. Now you're going to have 3 different speed modes on this. You can go through by just pressing the different mode selector button. And then one of my favorite things about this is the fact that you have these LED lights down here at the bottom. So whenever your kids are riding, with you, maybe you have a larger scooter or something at night, it's going to light up. Again, this is just a phenomenal kids electric scooter if you're looking for one.
Guys, great little kick scooter if you're looking for something like that. Or maybe you need another projector. Let's show you guys the Anchor Nebula. This is the Anchor Nebula capsule that I actually
today
did.
we're taking a look.
This is a cool little one also. Now, this one is only 100 ANZ luminous. It does have a $20 clip coupon. It does come in 2 colors, black and red. It does do 360-degree sound. It does do 100-inch screen. Now, this is Android 7.1, so you still have access to all the apps that you could really want on hand. With that being said, now it does have one 5-watt speaker that is 360-degree sound. About 2.5 hours of video time off a charge, which is actually very cool. You can plug it in to a power bank and still use it even longer if you really wanted. It does have an HDMI port, a micro USB port, Bluetooth, and Wi-Fi connectability. Now, the hardware is a CPU, is a quad-core A7 smartphone chipset, is an Adreno 304, does have 1 GB of RAM, 8 GB of ROM, 5200 milliamp battery with that. It is a Bluetooth 4.0 and all of the other cool stuff. Now, with this, guys, you have the Android 7.1. Movie playtime is about 4 hours in battery mode. If you put it in standard mode, you're going to get about 2.5 hours in standard mode. Now, if you put it in playtime music mode, you get about 30 hours of just using the Bluetooth speaker with that. So it's not that bad with that. It does come with all the cabling you need for this, like the charging cable and all that, simply put. But with that, you get the remote control. Still have the Google Talk to it, so it does have the Google Assistant. Since it's an Android 7.1, you have the Google apps on hand: Netflix, Hulu, HBO, all of those in that. This thing is literally the size of a soda can. That's right, the size of a soda can. You can put a soda can next to this, guys, and it's going to be pretty much almost the same size. Cool piece. It has the technical auto zoom, focus, all the other cool stuff. With that, you have all the buttons on top if you need with it. Now, you guys see I have it on my wall here. We're playing some Mario. Now, I'm going to tell you, this was before I had a projector screen, so it's not the best quality of coloration for a showcase. But I'm going to tell you, if you had blackout curtains and you put this in the right proper setting, it is so bright. It's crazy, and it works fundamentally very well. And as you guys see, there's no issues even with gaming on this with the Nintendo Switch, which is just perfect. If you guys need a projector, I got you covered with this one. This is the Anchor Nebula capsule. Now, I'm going to show you guys the Fit King Deep Tissue Massage. Look at the Fit King.
Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Nathaniel with DragonBlogger Tech and Entertainment, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Fit King Percussion Muscle Massager. This thing has a ton of features, so let's go ahead and jump in and check all those out. So as you can see here, you get this really nice carrying case with this nice soft touch texture across the entire body of the carrying case, so that's pretty cool. Now we're going to take a look at all the attachments that you get with it. So as you can see here, you get a couple of the normal roller ball as well as a hook attachment. If we move over here, you get one that is designed for like deep tissue, and then also another one that is designed for like a padding effect. You also are going to get the charger, and you're going to get another attachment, which is good for something like the back of your calves or your bicep or something along those lines where it can kind of grab around that muscle. And then also on the top in the little pouch, you're going to get your instruction manual that will teach you how to use this massage gun. And then, of course, you are going to get the massage gun itself. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick look at 360 around the massage gun. As you can see here, the entire massage gun is draped in this nice matte black finish with this soft touch grip. We're going to go ahead and peel off the screen protector. That's always my favorite part on product reviews. And as you can see here, you have the little screen, which is going to reflect the pressure and the power and how long you have battery life. To get this machine turned on, all you have to simply do is just switch the off switch to on. And as you can see here, the screen is illuminated in this nice blue contrasting against the black of the machine. Turning it on right here, we turned it on to the 4 setting, and you can see right here that this thing's chugging away. So now what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and show you guys that this thing can actually go quite a bit up. And all you simply have to do is just hold down. It's a pressure sensitive, and now it is at 20, which is the maximum setting that you can set this particular massage gun to. Now, attaching heads to this massage gun is actually very simple. All you simply do is grab the attachment head that you want, hold the back of the machine, and then simply just push it in, and you're good to go. And as you can see here, this thing is chugging right along, and it's ready to be used. Simple as that, guys. Nothing to it. So we're going to go ahead and use the deep tissue attachment head, and I will show you guys how well this works. Now, obviously, you guys can't really tell how good it feels or how good it doesn't feel, but trust me when I say this, this thing has a lot of power and definitely gets deep into those tissues to relieve those kinks.
So if you need a massager, Fit King's got you covered, or maybe you need a hand massager. Well, Syncom's got you covered with this one. I believe this might be a Nikita video.
Hey y'all, this is the Syncom hand massager.
It is.
Unboxing so we can see what comes with it because I've yet to use it, but I'm super excited to. I am a gamer through and through, and my wrist and hand health is super important to me, especially since I've had carpal tunnel twice, and so having something like this is going to be awesome. First out the gate, it comes with this really big, nice, soft carrying case. I like it. Has the drawstrings on it too, as you can see, so you can just pull that too. But no, definitely really enjoy the fact that it has that case with it. Go ahead and slide out this. As you can see, this is the actual hand massager itself. It's pretty chunky. Go ahead and take it out the plastic. As you can see, it's pretty big. It's open on a lot of sides, so you can put it in, slide your hand through. And you know, of course, if you want to do the other hand, it has a hole on the other side for the other hand, so you can get it in there, and it fits quite comfortably on there. And then it has this little box, which I assume has like the charger or cables for it. So it looks like these are a couple plastic bags. This is the adapter for the power cord. And then this is the actual power cord itself. So I'm going to go ahead and get it set up and use it, and then show you guys how it works. So I charge it and use it, and it's really easy to use, easy to figure out. I thought these were plastic bags, but really these are gloves that you can use if you want to like massage with some kind of like hand cream or something. But I've used it for a little bit, and I absolutely love it. So all you have to do is slide your hand in and then hold the power button for a little bit until you see these lights come on, and then it automatically starts going. So this first button on the end is the air pressure.
Now, you do have the air pressure mode buttons and heating, so you can actually turn the heating on and go. Since it is rechargeable, you don't have to have it plugged in while using it, which means you can actually move it around and set it places that you normally wouldn't be able to. Guys, great little massager if you're looking for something like that. Syncom has got you covered. Or maybe you guys need some fast chargers. Oh, well, we got some fast chargers right here for you.
This is going to come with not one, not two, but 3 different wall chargers for your iPhone. So we'll go ahead and open this box. Looks like I broke the box. We'll go ahead and get this open just like that. You're going to notice that right here, you're going to have 3 of your cables. We'll go ahead and take a look at that. It seems like these are probably going to be 6-foot cables. Yeah, so they're 6-foot cables. You have your USB-C port to plug into the charging brick, which we'll talk about here in a second, and then you're also going to have your lightning end right here. So 6-foot cables. The cables feel pretty high quality. They kind of have like this coating on them. I don't think they're going to tangle very easily. And then you're going to get 3 individual charging blocks that are USB-C, like I was saying before. These are going to be 20 watt rated, so they're going to charge your iPhone pretty quickly. I really like the kind of mint chocolate chip color that we have on this one. You're going to have black, and then you're also going to have white.
Which is actually kind of cool, because then you can actually just set it up and go with that on the go and charge it with that. Great little piece if you guys are looking. Right there, nice little charging kits.
Hey everyone, Nikita with DragonBlogger here to show you guys the Wheatla 10,000 milliamp magnetic wireless charging bank. Now, I love a lot of things about this product, and the first and foremost is the little stand that it comes with. I've had a lot of power banks and covered a lot of power banks, but none that had a stand. And you know, it's like the small things that really do make you appreciate a brand. Now, what I also like is the fact that if you press the button, it gives you a nice little LED indicator of how much charge you have left on it. On the side, it has the USB-C port, which you can use for both input and output. Now, what I think is cool is that it comes with a C2C connector right here.
I like that kickstand for wireless charger.
Charge it. However, if you want to charge your
phone, you hear the door squeak in the background.
Use a C to Lightning to just plug it directly in. Now the magnetic
still under the covers. I wished.
Charging case or charging pack only work.
It's been one of them nights that I'm actually drinking caffeine.
Older than that, then it's not necessarily going to work. But I have an iPhone 13 here, so the magnetic charging will work. So I can just go ahead and boom. And
I don't drink caffeine.
You will see once I press the little power button right here. Give it a second.
Did not sleep much.
And charging.
You're the first to pop in.
If you are looking for
at least over here,
magnetic charging pack,
it's been one of those mornings. I did get on super early though. Like no one knew I was coming on today.
And output slot. This is definitely going to be one. I love it. It's unique and it comes highly recommended.
So cool magnetic wireless charger, guys, for your magnetic or MagSafe style phones from your iPhone 14s, 12s, 13s, and so on. Now you could wirelessly charge your XRs with this, but you're not going to be able to use the kickstand that way because it won't magnetically hold it in place. So just remember that, guys. Incognito, something like that. I'm not sure what it is. It's just one of them mornings. Now, we're going to show you guys another really cool electric screwdriver. This is the Fantech NEX E1 Max. I didn't even know they had this one out. This is a new video to me.
Yo, what's going on, my friends? Nate with DragonBlogger Tech and Entertainment. Today, we're going to be talking about this Fantech NEX E1 Max electric precision screwdriver set. This thing is going to be so handy and so useful for people that work on computers or just anything along those lines. So just taking a look at the branding and everything on it, you have this really nice kind of like space gray aluminum casing on this. Now you might be asking yourself, well, where is the screwdriver and where is everything else?
No, we're not. We didn't ask that, Nate.
That is actually going to be right
he
up
thinks we asked stuff like that.
The way this is basically going to work is you are just going to press down right up here on top of the housing. So whenever we press down, you're going to see that it releases not only the actual screwdriver, but it also releases the bit set. So just one more time to show you guys, all you have to do is press down right up here on top. Now the screwdriver itself is going to be very easy to use too. This is a magnetic bit right here. You're going to have your forward and reverse, and then you're going to have a few different settings on here. So you're going to have lock mode right here. So if you want to keep this on lock, it's going to kill the motor, so you can use this as a manual electric precision set. And if you want to go to a high torque feature, you can do that. And then if you switch it over to L, that is going to be lower torque. So now, like I said, this is very well made. This is going to have an aluminum housing all the way around it. Just taking a look, you guys can see that it's a
this has got 50 bits.
Design.
Wow, this is a full kit.
Housing for this, you don't have to have this in right here. You can just push that like that, and now you're going to have all of your different bits just like that. So you can really choose whatever one you want. They do appear to be a little bit tricky to get out whenever you're actually taking one of the bits out.
No, they're not.
They're all magnetic, and there's no real
Who is this guy?
like that on the inside.
Tricky to get out.
You're just going to
push it.
Kind of basically grab whatever one you want, and when you're done with that and you're working, you can just press this back down. Now we'll go ahead and just show you guys that this is magnetic, so you can just drop that in. It's not going to fall out. You are going to have a light right here, so whenever you're using this, you can.
Oh, it's got a light too.
And then when
I need this version.
Like I was showing
Fantech, if you're watching, I need this version.
Figure out where it is you took that bit from, and I think I took mine from this side. So we'll just drop it right back in there just like that. Press this, and all you have to do is just drop this right back in and press it down one more time, and you can recharge it through USB-C. So if you're looking for just a fantastic way to make working on, small electronics or computers, this is going to be it.
Dude, I highly recommend. Now you'll be able to do about 400 screws off a charge, 200 RPM, guys, with that. So you should be able to do pretty much anything and everything you want. Great little electric screwdriver for you if you need something like that. Or maybe you need this Pro Curved LED monitor light. Good morning, Victoria.
James here. Today we're taking a look at a curved monitor light for your curved monitor. Now this is from Leafo. This, like I said, is a curved monitor. Now this does a couple cool things that I want to talk about before we get into this, guys. First, you have 3. Now the cool part about this, guys, is you actually have what's called ambiance lighting. Plus it has the 3 temperatures of lighting coloration. So you do have that. The 3 color temps are actually cool. You have the 2900K, which is a warm yellow light. You have, I believe, a
approximately 4,000K or something like that, which is natural light. Then you have 600K, which is your cool white light, suitable for like what I'm doing right here for you. Now, with this, guys, it is an R1000 broad curvature with it. So it can actually fit a pretty good curved style monitor, which is actually amazing to see. Now, it is anti-glaring, so it will not glare on your screen, which is cool. But it has some cool stuff. It is a USB-C style cable, plug and play. You should be able to plug it right into your actual PC, and it will not draw too much power or hurt that, so you should be good there. Now, another cool thing is this does have a little remote control. That's right. This kit comes with a little dial remote control. What? Yes, it really, really does. Now, with it on top, it actually has, you know what? I believe we're actually showing you a version that does not have the top lighting that this kit does. So we're showing you the basic version. The basic version is just that, touch, press, everything else. The one in the video actually has the more controls and other lighting. That's the Pro version. So the Pro version, timestamps. Why do I want timestamps? The Pro version actually has RGB lighting on top for that and a remote control. The remote control is just that, a Bluetooth remote control that you can set pretty much anywhere, tap, touch, and adjust and work. Well, let's go forward where we're actually pulling the light out. Here is your cabling. We're going to plug the cable in, of course. And now he's plugging it in there. Now, it does have a monitor mount. There it is. Bright light. There's a new app. What did I miss? Please explain to me. Which new app? I have not. So I don't use the watching live app for my phone. I don't use that. So I've never actually seen that part. Maybe I should install it. You guys need a curved monitor light? Here you guys go. Cool little light. Rising Sun says the new app is frustrating. So I've noticed that all of my pages have turned bright white, which is just too blinding, too bright, and hurts my eyes. I disapprove of that. I wish they'd go back to the darker version. I have not actually used the Amazon Live app on my phone. I use the Amazon Creator app on my phone, so I don't see what you guys see through that app, which is just funny. Maybe it's because I spend so much time on here. I don't do that. We got some Govee lights if you guys want to see some Govee lights. Oh, it's James.
James here. Maybe you need to add some lighting to your TV setting. Maybe you don't, but hey, that's what we're looking at today. And this is from Govee. This is their Govee TV Backlight T2 setting. Now this
it jumps all over the place. The products are listed under shop, not visible. Chat jumps.
It has a 12-foot RGB.
You can actually report that, I believe, all those issues. I've been questioning it because they've done a lot of updates, and we've been noticing a lot of other stuff too.
See, strip included, guys. It is a Wi-Fi capable.
It took me 40 minutes this morning to log into my Creator app.
TV. Now the cool thing is this is good for TVs 55 to 65 inches. I have a 65-inch TV back there. We're going to connect this to this, and we're going to see what it can do. Now the cool part is we're going to show you guys everything in there before I install it. Now I will not install it on camera, but I want to show you guys some of the stuff. First thing you're greeted with is the actual camera. This is the new design right here. You guys will see this nice topping right here. But on this back side, you have dual cameras. The dual cameras help for the dual zones and dual accuracy of the color changing accuracy of the whole screen. So when you have a picture or a movie, maybe one side of the screen is one color and the other side is another. Well, that will help change the LED lightings on the back of the TV to ambiance and give you that ambiance on the wall and reflect the lighting back there. Now, of course, I have some already light bars back there on my TV, but we're not going to worry about that because those are just light bars. Now, this is a cool little piece. Now, this is also your controller. That is where your USB-C will actually connect to. We're then going to move on. We're going to pop some other stuff out here. First, you're greeted with this box. This box
should be our controller design. Yeah, it is.
Or are you talking about
our controller, guys? This is what your Bluetooth piece will be. You do have dual USB-C connections right there. That one will be for the LED, and the other will be for the actual device itself, or the camera, I should say. You have your power button, you have your Bluetooth, scenes, and colors. You can use this without the app, but I will tell you guys, use the app. Just use the app, all right?
Yeah, use
very
the app.
cool right there. Now, next up, we're going to come over here. This should be our 3 adhesives, clips, and USB-C cable. Here's
Victoria
our USB-C to USB-C cable
and,
for the camera and the controller. You will then be greeted with the power bar right here. This is your power strip. Very simple, very easy little power strip. And then we are connected. Of course, like I said, I did come on super early, so not everybody knew I was going to be here. It happens. So guys, you get the rope light, which is actually cool. The light goes all the way around this TV, and it is in segments. You get all these connector pieces, so you can actually connect it up to the back of your TV like you would expect and clip it, mount it properly. Now, you have extra adhesive pieces, and of course, my earbud's going to fall out because it's just one of these days nothing's going proper for me. With that being said, now here is your lighting rope. The lighting rope is 3M adhesive connection, so you do have a 3M backing onto this. Yeah, I'm sure nobody's awake yet. The 3M connection, guys, you'll just wrap it around the back of your TV. You will need to go into an order to do that. Once you start doing it, now it does have all the connections that you want. It is broken in 4 chunks. You have 2 long pieces and 2 shorter pieces. That's because you have 2 long sides and 2 short sides of the TV to stick around that. Now, with that being said, we're just going to pop over and just jump to where we actually have it hooked up, and you guys can start seeing the lighting changing effects. 4:28. Yeah, some people, yeah, it's still super early for some people. 4:20 a.m. Victoria, aren't you already at work? I think Victoria's probably already working. Super early for some people. It's like 7:20 my time. Look at that, guys. It's actually cool how it changes with the picture and moves with it and adjusts the colorations and all that. Now, I'm going to tell you a few things. When you set this up, it comes with these orange squares. You have to stick these orange squares throughout your TV so the actual cameras can pick up where it's placed. In the app, you'll readjust it and size it to where the camera picks up. Yes? I get out at 8. Oh, so yeah, wow. So you've been to work for a while. Yeah. I knew she was at work. I just didn't know what time she starts. Yeah. Dude, 7 to 7. You do 12-hour shifts? Props to you. 12-hour shifts. All right. I got you. You're a hard worker. You can work 7 days a week like me. Oh, no, you don't want to do that. So, guys, with this, it's a beautiful. Now, with that being said, I can actually pop over and show you guys right back there. The lighting's hooked up. It's still working. I use it all the time. It's my ambiance lighting. In the app, you have so much adjustments. The app is beautifully, beautifully done. The app controls all of your lights, even your car lights. Yes, I have car lights. Panels, light bars, rope lights, all of that cool stuff. With this, go in there. You'll have multiple scenes. Like the scenes are just, there's a huge list of scenes. Normal schedules 9 to 7, but was asked, hey, get that overtime. I don't blame you. With that, you guys have video mode, music mode, everything else you can want. This thing is fully done well. Now I have it set up for just normal colorations while I'm on chat here. So you guys see the yellow. Right there with you, Victoria. I've had it for a while. She's over on Twitch, chatting on Twitch. She's on the Twitch chat. I multi-stream. I'm not sure you know that, son. I multi-stream to like 7 or 8 pages at once. So, guys, Govee, what can I say? Govee's a phenomenal piece. You don't know how to Twitch. Twitch, you just literally log in, and when we go live, you can sit there and chat if you want, and other stuff like that. We have multiple channels. I may start video game streaming again soon at some point too. I don't play, son. It's all good. It happens. A lot of people don't like other systems. It took me a while to learn them all, but it's my way of life, so I have to learn them all. It's sad. It's like I don't like TikTok. I don't. It's not that I hate TikTok. It's I'm just so used to other formats that I'm not used to the TikTok stuff. So cutting my videos, it's really hard for me to cut my videos down to 30-second or 1 minute or 3-minute clips. A lot of my videos, the way I've always done it was full, because the way I was started was full detail product reviews and testing. So getting me to cut a video down into under 5 minutes is so hard. And that's why Nikita and Nate laugh at it all the time. Like, my videos are so long, they're so in depth, it's just crazy sometimes. Yeah, hey, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Don't blame you one bit. What do we got? The Nice Day Under the Desk Elliptical. No need to play this one. Thanks, Victoria. Guys, the Nice Day Under the Desk Elliptical. What can I say? It's an elliptical that works under the desk. Not too heavy. Works very well. It does have a Bluetooth connection. That Bluetooth screen will actually keep track of your calories earned, calories burnt, miles walked with this or ran with this, and also keep track of the time and distance. Now you can connect it to an app. It does have a magnetic resistance, 7 levels of that with that. Simply put, guys, set it under your desk and sit there and work out while you're being sedentary at like the office, like I do here when I'm doing my video products and reviews. You put this under your desk and you can sit there and just, pace off and de-stress while doing it to keep your blood flow moving around and going. Cool little piece right there. Highly recommend this one. If you guys are looking for something like that, got you covered with that one. Nice Day. Now, of course, I love this piece. This is the Hoto zoomable flashlight. This little piece lets ghost stories be fun again. That's right. Ghost stories are fun again. We can do flashing, annoying lights. Or if you want, we can do SOS with this. So, thank you for the follow. Facebooker, good morning. Facebook, I'm not sure who you are. Can't see who you are, but hey. Hello, how you doing? This is 1,000 luminous brightness, guys. This is a USB-C rechargeable light. Off of full charge, you get about 24 hours of straight usage. That's right, a full day of usage off a charge. Now, to charge that, you'll pull the light up. There is your plug port. Now, you can actually put that down and don't worry about it. Now, you do have 3 levels of brightness on this light, just like this, if you guys need. Now, the cool thing is right back here, you guys see it's a big, wide pattern. But if I want, I can do a pinpoint precision brightness of just that since it zooms in. Or big white pattern. Flashing if you really want to annoy people and get somebody's attention, or SOS pattern for those good old things. This is a cool flashlight. It does have a clip on the back. The clip right here, guys, just simply can clip it up top of your tent as used as a regular light, or clip it to your backpack or anything else. This is a cool piece. I recommend this, guys. Always keep a flashlight around if you guys need. Hoto's got you covered with that one. Correct. Buy exercise stuff to stare at it. I got you there. That's my feeling about it, too. It's like, what? I don't need exercise. I lift my phone up and type keys enough. That's all the exercise I need. Not true, but definitely I feel that one. I just buy to let it stack there. I just want to make everybody else feel like I'm doing something. This is a cool piece. I actually have this. There's Victoria for you, Rising Sun.
So this is the Tremendo Rio wallet. Comes in a really nice case where you just put a bow on it, or you know what? It's nice enough for a guy.
I actually have this wallet. I like this wallet.
Just give it to him like that. So this is the brown color, which is really nice. And it has a slot in here where you can put your ID or something that you use a lot. You can just slide it with your finger. but it does have a lot of spaces inside the wallet for your ID, your debit, credit cards.
Yeah, they're starting to show up.
Work cards where you have to scan to get in. It does have
Colleen, how are you doing?
Here.
I had to go over to Facebook to see who was talking to me. Colleen, hello. How are you doing over there on Facebook?
So just know that the money clip is kind of that instead of that. So you're meant to fold your bills and put them in. Kind of like so. So it does come with a warranty.
Buy things. Buy things popped over there too.
Nice. And they do give you some.
That's right. It's almost time to go back to bed.
Here. And
I have a few more products and it's my bedtime.
This is a really nice one if you're looking for a very slim fit. I do know a lot of guys.
Oh, I know you were, buddy.
They have
I know you were. I saw you.
Like every day that has like a lot of things in it. But then if they're like going out to dinner or something and they know they're only going to need, a couple credit cards, their ID, and they're not going to be using.
Or just carry a really thick wallet like me.
Just a $20 bill for valet or something like that.
Well,
sometimes you just need a slimmer wallet to fit in your dress slacks.
$20.
What? Yeah, this is a good gift.
What?
I do feel like a lot of guys do use a lot of accessories. They just aren't really programmed to buy accessories, kind of like women are. And but I do find that if you give them, then they do make use of these accessories. So just check it out. I mean, I've even used these if I have a smaller purse, like just a clutch or something that's really small. I have even used one of these very simple, money clip thin wallets because I can get my
you don't
ID
see the
in,
cart
my
over there.
A little bit of cash.
You just see the video, so you don't see the actual cart. You don't see the links. But you can, it's the pictures sometimes is smoother. Chat's probably a lot quicker. But hey, don't ask me why they don't integrate Twitch chat into Amazon because they own it. If you guys need a nice little wallet right here, guys, this is a really nice one. I actually have a different color. I actually have the actual one that's in the carousel. I actually have that one that looks like carbon fiber. Not sure where I put it, but I have it. All right, guys, this is the Shinewell leg massager. I don't need to play the video. You guys know what a leg massager is? Leg massager is an airbag style of tool. The airbag massages in different places, compressions, moves, and bounces around with that. You have multiple modes and multiple intensities with this. Now, you do have a left and right leg. The left and right leg both have to be connected to be used with this device because it's literally that. It's an air compressor, air compression style. You have 3 heating levels. No on the wallet. Hey, that happens. I have it, though. You have 3 heating levels, 3 modes, and 3 intensities with this device. It does Velcro wrap around you, and this one actually does the leg, foot, and thigh with that. Now, there is some extender pieces. The extender pieces will extend it out and allow you to have up to about 1 second, guys. I apologize. Don't know where that cough came from. So you can go up to about 40 inches on the thighs if you use the extender on the thighs. If you don't want to use it on the thighs, you can go up to about 28 inches on the calves with the extender also. So it does come with that little extender that Velcros and add the little extra length. That's kind of cool. Now with this device, it's really good to help get that blood flowing for people that have circulatory issues, or you need to rejuvenate after a long run or a good exercise. This will help massage those muscles back in there. It's really good for pain relief and swelling and all that, guys. But it's a cool piece. Now, it does have a digital readout. The digital readout will show you guys the modes. The modes are literally combination, circulation, or sequence. With that, then you have your low, medium, and high heat. And then you have your strength of the actual intensity, which is low, medium, and high, of course, also. Guys, it's a cool piece. Works well. And in fact, I actually have their new version down here I have to get to at some point in the future. So I do have the new version right here. Showing some leg day. Yeah, sometimes. Not much like to look at, but I do have their new Shinewell version right here that I have to get to in the future. What did I miss over here? I have a question. I bought my son a wallet like this, and he said he needed dust-free wallet. I'm not sure what he means by dust-free. Maybe he means a whole enclosed version. I just did a tactical wallet that actually was aluminum cased. Not really sure about the dust-free part. That's a good question. I actually don't know that one. That one's actually out of my realm of I don't knows. Let's see. They do have what's considered a dust-free wallet. So like a dust-free wallet's considered like the Ridge wallet, hard-shelled style, like the black aluminum metal casing ones. So like the tactical wallet I did the other day. So what he means is it's a non-fabric and non-material. It's like all metal style. So no, they do make a dust-free style wallet. I had no clue. That is a first for me. That's first for me. I had no clue they made them. They do make them. Wow, I learned something today. Actually, they aren't that bad because they're not super thick, so they're actually not that bad to use. I was testing one literally just yesterday. It's actually nice hard shelled. It's way thinner than this, so it's probably half of this wallet. So it's about that thick. It's actually very soft on the edges. It's not that bad. What do we got? Oh, we got us Eufy Security S330 Video Smart Lock. James here, and today we're taking a look at the Eufy Security S330 Video Smart Lock System. This is a 3-in-1. It is a camera, a doorbell, and a fingerprint keyless it will be entry shown at door some lock. Now, point in the next does have week, Wi-Fi. I'm sure.
It does have an app control. You connect up to the Eufy Security app, and you have access to all that. This is 2K resolution, and it does do the fingerprint unlocking, of course. Now, guys, it also works with Alexa if you really need, and all of that. Now, some cool stuff about this that I'm going to tell you about. This can actually work in minus 22 degrees weather. If you're in a super cold area, it might be a little finicky, all right? It does have a built-in 10,000 milliamp battery, so you only have to charge it every so often. It's not going to take a lot of battery to run this unless you're viewing that camera up quite a bit. Inside this, guys, you'll open it up and you'll be greeted with the lock, as you guys can see here. Now, I'm going to start pulling some stuff out.
No, I did not.
The first piece is your actual front doorknob, or door locking mechanism. So this is going to be like in your place of the locking mechanism of your door. Maybe your deadbolt, whatever you really want, right?
Okay, so I still see it on the PC. It says your chime, right?
That's what you're going to push to chime it.
Now, the app.
If I'm correct, it is also going to be
that's kind of
the pop out, guys. You'll pop this out, and inside is where your key will be.
So it's if you on PC, it's right under the top logo above
which is quite simple and easy.
My storefront.
Up here is your fingerprint connection.
There's a little
touch.
blue bar under my name.
Back here will be your QR code plus your connectors. Now these connectors do need to be connected. On the bottom, guys, you'll have your power button or your sync button.
Let's do this. Let's pop over. So let's go over here. Here is what I see. So this is where I see it. Right at the top says DragonBlogger Tech and Entertainment, and then it has this little blue line right here that says Visit My Storefront. You'll click that, and then it'll pop over to the storefront, and then that's where you'll see our storefront. So if you're looking at the bottom, I did. They used to be able to click that also. I had no clue.
And as for the USB-C charging port. This actually has some weight, guys. So remember that. This isn't that light. Now, the back piece, this is the piece that's going to go inside your house.
I should know these things.
This has also got the mechanism where that little shaft will come through and connect in. With that, you'll also have your deadbolt style lock. And just also where you'll be connecting all of your other pieces. Now,
This rubber padding does come off, so if you need, you can get in there and get access to it with all that. Now, inside also, you're going to have a couple other pieces. First is the battery. Here's your 10,000 milliamp store battery. This will need to be inserted into this device and stuff. Right here, guys, because this does come apart, right? This is where you're going to mount your battery. This is where you're going to mount everything. It's got all of your holding technologies in here. This is also where you're going to connect up your cables and all of that cool stuff.
Yeah, usually I'm always too busy when I'm doing the lives that I don't see that part. So
next, you have some mounting hardware. This is your power plug if you guys need.
Mounting hardware,
because
power plugs.
You do have another piece in here that I did not mention. Because it is a doorbell. Here's your doorbell or your doorbell kind of home base. This is where you're going to sync it to. You're going to connect this up just like this. You have antennas. The antennas will reach out. This is how the Wi-Fi works. This is your plug piece that connects to that. Now, also, you have some mounting hardware. You also have 2 keys, of course. You also have the inside mechanisms, and you have your actual door latch pieces, your striker plate.
I'm going to tell you, I wished I could have used this on my front door, but since I live in an apartment complex, they wouldn't allow it because they have to have access to my apartment at all times.
And all of that. Has everything you need and access. The app will allow you to do a lot of stuff, including adding fingerprints, users, and all of that, guys. This is a great little kit. If you guys need a biometric
if you guys need one, guys, this is a cool piece. Does have cameras, does have all the other options, has your fingerprint, has the key codes, and it has key function. If the battery dies, you can still use the key to unlock it. You do have a power bank plug to plug it in also. This is a cool piece. I actually like this. Wished I could have kept it and used it. Honestly, really, really do. What do we got next? We got the AIM Live electric chainsaw.
Today we're going to be taking a look at a 6-inch mini chainsaw with an extendable pole. Right out the gate, we have a massive 21-volt 3-amp battery. It is, of course, rechargeable, and it has a standard slide-on connecting. Here's our main body of the 6-inch chain. We have a very generous reservoir for lubricants and oils. This is how you would change the blade out. And here is a nice little strap to make it a little easier to move around.
Look at that. My mom was texting me.
A collection of tools and bits and bobs to keep your machine up and running. This was a surprise, a secondary chain for the saw, which is a nice thing to include. Speaking of nice, safety glasses. Please wear these when you're working with this.
What? Safety and safety glasses.
Body. Here at the bottom,
he wants us to be safe.
The battery.
I figure poke my eye and we're good.
That locks. So without pressing the small circle button, you won't be able to press the big button to turn things on. So it's a nice little safety feature. On the other end, we have where you would mount the chainsaw.
Hey, how you doing, buddy? Good morning. You popped in on your video.
Clasps that you can use to extend this pole by a massive amount. I'll show that later.
I was just messing around. You gotta have fun sometimes.
Where you slide this chainsaw.
I definitely agree using eye protection when you're running a sauce.
All right. And as an extra bonus, you don't even have to connect it to the pole. You can connect the battery straight to the chainsaw itself. Now, there's no charge right now, so I have to get this charged up. Now it's charged up.
I don't have a yard, so I don't have a chainsaw.
The head extends in multiple different positions.
I do like the way it extends and we can actually adjust.
You need to get whatever limb or branch.
Even though it was really close to your face with that saw blade.
I'm going to use the straight position because I got pretty simple things to cut. Let's go ahead and get started.
Now, how'd you get away with cutting this tree without your wife yelling? That's what I want to know.
Now, you can see right here, it works really well coming down on this decently thick branch. Same way over here. But when I'm using the lighter branches, it just doesn't have enough force against the chain to really chop easily.
Oh, I bet.
So you can see I'm just kind of floundering around a couple of these things. So this is really good for things up to 4 inches, but really over an inch. Now, as you can see, that's one section.
So how top heavy was this really for you?
There's the second extension.
Because when it looks extended, it looks really top heavy.
Huge and able to reach really high up. And I make a couple swaps at something up here. go ahead and collapse this back down. Real simple to do, as you can see. And there's the second one. Real easy to clean up. One additional safety feature I forgot to point out earlier is this little tab here that prevents that from sliding off.
It's got a pair of electric pruning shears. Oh, yeah, I saw that pruning shears. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's like 60 inches. That's a long reach. That's a lot of weight to be drop heavy. So I'm surprised it didn't have like a different separate handle, but it doesn't look bad. Now, the one thing that we will point out, guys, with this chainsaw is I definitely use the chain lubrication oil to keep your chain optimal. It will also keep your blade from burning out and burning the chain up, which is just one of the things. You want to keep the life of this chainsaw at its optimal, so definitely use the chain lubrication system. It does have a priming button for that to get that chain lube going right before you start it up, which is really cool. With that battery, guys, it is fully rechargeable, so you don't have to worry about that, which is cool. That means you don't have to go out and get your chain, your gas, your oil mixture, and all that to make a two-stroke chainsaw. Yeah, I bet it does make it easier to cut through with that weight, with that and the oil. The oil. My mom actually makes chainsaw chains for a living, so I know a little bit about chainsaws. My mom is actually works for Rapco Industries and makes chainsaw chains for the fire departments and the military and stuff like that, which is kind of cool. But guys, if you need a chainsaw, the Emu Live might be the one for you. A cool little piece out there, guys, and actually nice little extension. Now, they do offer a couple versions. They have this one with the extender, and then they have the one Nate did that doesn't have the extension kit. Now, it does come with an extra chainsaw chain. It does come with the tools to adjust it and do all that. Now, you always want to make sure that your blade is optimal and checked when using. Put it in backwards. You know, it actually happens more often than you would think. It really does. And there's it's, even if you've done it a lot of times, there's going to be times that you're going to put that chain blade on. It's funny. I'm not the best at chainsaws, don't get me wrong, but my mom, I just know stuff about blades. Actually, you want it to be slightly slacked. You don't want it to be over tight. Maybe not on this one. Maybe this one you want it to be nice and tight, but like for doing like big, long logs and stuff, they always have a slight slack in them. What do we got next? Oh, we got a Hohem product. I think this is me. This is a Mia video. It's Mia Mario. It's not.
James here with a quick unboxing and showcase of new product from Hohem. This is their iSteady X2 3-axis gimbal stabilizer for smartphones, guys. This is a
I'm gonna sneeze.
Gimbal.
See, everybody else in the house is waking up finally.
A separate tripod. This is built for any phones like iPhone 12, Max Pros, 13s, 11s, your Samsungs, Googles, any smartphone, guys.
I hear what that guy said.
With a carrying case, a remote control, a small tripod, the gimbal itself, and a charging cable. So, what does it do? Well, it has an anti-shake. It can do also face recognition or object tracking. So that is a very cool object.
Now, guys, the object tracking and face recognition works with their app. So you do need to download their app to connect that up. Now, the cool thing is this is literally a phone gimbal that works very, very well. This is considered the iSteady X2. The iSteady X2 is a 3-axis style gimbal. Inside this kit, you're going to get that. You're going to get the remote control, and you're going to get an actual cool little piece called a tabletop tripod. That's right, a little tripod to put it on. Now, with that tripod, you can actually use it as an extender if you really wanted. I wouldn't use it for that. You don't need it that way. Now, with this, you'll have the handheld controls that you can adjust the gimbal by your hand to adjust it, rotate it, and all of the other stuff. It's very, very simply put. Now, I'm going to jump forward here in the video because I'm sure I'm talking way too much in that video. We're going to show you guys this. This is where you're going to see your cable, your actual carrying case, because it does have a soft carrying case, wished wished it had a hard shell case to keep it. I'm just saying. Throw in a hard shell case, I'd be happy with that. Now, there are two versions. There's a white one, and then there's the black one, guys. Fully compatible with pretty much any phone on the market. Don't worry about it. Fully foldable, can be put away with that. Now, the operating distance for this with the face tracking is approximately 32 feet. So you can stand about 32 feet away and it will still track your face and move with you and auto rotate, almost like the OBSBot, but kind of different. Now it does have, of course, the handheld thing, and now I'm going to show you guys the carrying bag. I'm going to tell you right now, don't use that carrying bag to carry your gimbal. Protect it. Get a hard shell, guys. You don't want to beat it up and knock it around. There is your little tripod. And I actually use this tripod for something else. For other stuff instead of this. It's just who I am and why I do things. Weird. Now, the remote control will actually allow you to take pictures, start video with it. Just Bluetooths in and will activate and work with it. You know, it's just a simple Bluetooth controller. It also works with adjusting the gimbal. So you can move and swivel your gimbal with the remote control also with that. Cool thing is guys, this is literally a half pound. Now, I'm going to tell you, though, the gimbal itself is a half pound. You go and add yourself a Samsung S21, iPhone 14 Pro, it's going to get heavier. These phones are definitely not the lightest phones out there. They're large phones. So you do have a little weight with that. Now, this has a built-in 2800 milliamp battery. The 2800 milliamp battery will actually last quite a while with this device, which is actually very, very cool for that. Now, since this does do a full bunch of things like templates, it does dolly zoom, time lapse, panoramas inside the app with that. So you have 7 of those different pieces. Then you can switch between the 4 modes, which is pan, tilt, follow, pan follow, allow follow, and lock follow. It does have the gimbal stabilization, so it helps with the anti-shake with that, which is actually kind of cool. Also, now, Emily, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. As you guys see, I'm trying to fight and unlock it, blah, 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 because I was not paying attention that the top piece has a little wing nut, unlike this nut that's loose. And then you loosen it up, you're good to go. And then you will power it on and connect your phone up. Now, it is actually very, very, very cool because you can put your phone in there. It will grip in there nice and tight with the V-wedge shape that it has with it. Now, you guys see I have it on and I'm adjusting it and moving it and turning it around. Now, I'm going to tell you, charge it fully before using it. It makes a difference. It really does. Don't just do like me, unplug it, start using it. So with this, guys, you'll get about 10 hours of usage time with this 3-axis gimbal. You're going to see me slide a phone into this and start playing with the phone and all that cool stuff. I love Hohem. Hohem's a decent gimbal, and actually decent price for a gimbal, guys. I mean, it's a cool piece. I mean, $71 for this, it's not a bad deal. And to do all the videography that you could really want with that, it's kind of cool. If you're looking for a gimbal, 3-axis style, Hohem's got you covered. Or maybe you need a MagSafe selfie stick. And oh, hey, what? Justin gave me a bad link. This guy gave me a bad link, guys. That's it. He's fired. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, it's not a bad link. All right, we'll have to talk to him later. All right, guys, we're going to pop over. We're going to show you guys this. Just the page. I can do this. So what this is a MagSafe or MagStick selfie stick. What that means is it works with your iPhone 12s, 13s, 14s, and Pros. Those are a mag-style phone. Now, your XRs are a magnetic charger, but it doesn't have the strong magnetic piece in there, so it won't magnetically stick to the selfie stick. Now, the cool thing is inside this kit, it does include these cool little round rings like this. Hopefully, you guys can kind of see that little round ring. If not, I'll pop over. So you can actually add these magnetic rings to the phones that are not MagSafe to make it a magnetically stick piece to stick there to make it extra stable. Now, what this device is it's literally just that. You can use it as a tripod or a selfie stick. It does extend up to 63.5 inches with that, which is amazing to do. Now, if you're using it as a tripod, it works very well. The actual handle breaks down into a tripod and pops out. It does have a carrying case. It does have a remote control that's Bluetooth connectable with that. Now, as you guys see right here, right there is how it pops open. And that little ring on the back between the logo is the magnet that's going to stick to the other magnet, which is actually very cool. Now, another cool piece is as you guys see right here, hopefully you guys can see that on that picture, it's got a couple mount pieces. Those mounts are good for like your external microphones and your lighting. So you can actually set up a keystone lighting on that. If you have a wireless keystone lighting, screw it in and it connects up. It's just like a regular mountable camera piece, which is actually cool to have on one of these. I love that. Now, with that being said, guys, you have 360-degree swivelable angle on the top to change your phone into vertical or horizontal mode. And then it also pivots 180 degrees with that, anywhere from 12 inches to 63.5 inches in length. It's a cool piece. Andoble did a good job with this, honestly. I kept this one. I still use it for certain things. Very, very, very cool piece. So if you guys need a selfie stick that's MagSafe, Andoble's got you covered with this one, guys. So that is actually the last product in the cart, guys. Wow, the last one today. Any questions about any of the products that I showed thus far or showed throughout the show, please ask. I'm always here to answer. Or you guys can just sit there and make fun of me. It's cool too. I don't mind. I hear a lot of noise in the background. All right, guys, since that's the last product of the day, I want to thank you all for being here. I much appreciate it and all the other cool things. Later on today, Nate will be popping on later on today with his stream, so you should see Nate later today. And I don't know, let me check. I believe Blake is on tonight also. I'm not sure that you have Nikita today, though. So, guys, full day of streams for you later on today. With that being said, I want to thank you all for being here. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'm going to go curl up on the couch and take a nap before my day starts. Have a good one, everybody. Stay safe.